Tricolor flags. 3 bands, 3 colors, that's it. Yet behind that simplicity sits revolution. The tricolor didn't just appear, it was born in the chaos of the French Revolution. 1789, streets filled with fire and guillotines. The people of Paris tied together blue, white, and red ribbons. Blue and red, the colors of Paris itself. White, the color of the monarchy. Together, a union of crown and commoner. When France remade itself, it kept those 3 stripes: vertical, equal, bold. And the world copied. Italy followed. Green, white, red. Ireland too. Green for Catholics, orange for Protestants, white for peace in the middle. Later, India adopted its own version: orange, white, green, with the blue Ashoka chakra at the center. Same format, new meaning. Today, tricolors dominate. Out of 195 countries, nearly a third use some form of tricolor design, but not all tricolors are the same. In Europe, they usually run vertical: France, Italy, Belgium. In Africa, most tricolors rise vertical: green, yellow, red stacked like pillars. Ethiopia's influence is clear, but Ghana and a few others stretch the stripes flat. Some hold secrets. The flag of Romania and the flag of Chad are nearly identical: blue, yellow, red. Only shade separates them. It wasn't intentional, it just happened. And now, 2 nations half a world apart share a design. Tricolors also symbolize ideology. The Dutch orange, white, and blue was one of the first. Adopted in the 16th century during their revolt against Spain, it later inspired the Russian flag: white, blue, red. That in turn inspired dozens of Slavic nations, a simple pattern, but it spread like wildfire. Because 3 bands are easy to copy, easy to sew, and easy to remember. Religious flags. Some flags keep politics, others keep faith. Religious symbols on cloth are older than nations themselves. They don't just represent land, they represent heaven. Take the cross. From Denmark to Sweden to Norway, the Nordic cross dominates. Horizontal, shifted toward the hoist. It's not just a design quirk, it's Christian heritage, stitched into national identity. Denmark's flag, the Dannebrog, is the world's oldest national flag still in use. Legend says it fell from the sky during a battle in 1219. Then there's the crescent and star. The Ottoman Empire carried it centuries ago. Now it flies on flags of Turkey, Pakistan, Algeria, and Tunisia. But it's not originally Islamic. The crescent was a symbol in Byzantium before the Ottomans, adopted, reshaped, rebranded into a global religious emblem. Buddhism also shines through cloth. Sri Lanka's flag is one of the most complex in the world. A golden lion with a sword representing the Sinhalese majority, an orange stripe for Hindus, a green stripe for Muslims, 4 leaves of the sacred bo tree in the corners, symbolizing Buddhism. Every religion in the nation compressed into fabric. Hinduism. India's saffron stripe stands for courage and sacrifice, drawn directly from Hindu tradition. It's why the top band is orange, not red. Some religious flags are less obvious. Spain's national flag hides a small Christian cross in its coat of arms. Greece's blue and white cross reflects the Orthodox faith. In Saudi Arabia, religion is unmistakable. The Shahada, the Islamic declaration of faith, is written in white script. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. It's one of the few flags that must never fly at half-mast, because lowering the Shahada would be seen as disrespectful. Faith in flags is more than design. It's law, it's identity, it's belief stitched into sovereignty. Union/composite flags. Some flags don't represent just one story. They carry many at once. The most famous? The Union Jack. Britain's flag is a fusion. The red cross of St. George for England. The white saltire of St. Andrew for Scotland. The red saltire of St. Patrick for Ireland. 3 nations combined into one cloth. No Wales, though. It was already tied to England at the time. That's why the Dragon of Wales never made it into the design. Other composite flags tell different stories. The United States, stripes for the original 13 colonies, stars for every state. From 13 to 50, the constellation grew with the nation itself. Every July 4th, when new states joined, the flag added another star. No other flag is designed to change as history moves forward. South Africa tells a modern story. 6 colors in one design. No other flag has so many. It's not random. It's a visual merging of old and new. The green Y represents convergence. Black, green, and yellow. African heritage. Red, white, and blue. Echoes of European settlers. A rainbow stitched into fabric after decades of division. Composite flags don't just symbolize territory. They symbolize compromise. Many voices in one rectangle. Different peoples forced or choosing to live together. Pan-ideological flags. Some flags are not about one country at all. They're about movements, shared struggles, shared bloodlines, shared dreams. Pan-African colors. Red, green, yellow. Inspired by Ethiopia, the only African nation never colonized. Ethiopia's flag became a symbol of resistance. Other African nations copied it after independence. Today, you see it in Ghana, Mali, Cameroon, and more. Red for sacrifice, green for land, yellow for hope. Pan-Arab colors: black, white, green, red. These are not random. They come from 4 great Islamic dynasties. Black for the Abbasids, white for the Umayyads, green for the Fatimids, red for the Hashemites. Put together, they became the banner of Arab unity in the 20th century. Jordan, Palestine, Iraq, Syria, all fly variations of it. Pan-Slavic colors: white, blue, red. Born from Russia's naval flag in the 17th century, later adopted at the Pan-Slavic Congress in Prague, 1848. Czech Republic, Slovakia, Serbia, Croatia, all kept these hues. Different shapes, same palette. These colors are like passwords, signals across borders. A shared political code. They tell you this country is part of something bigger. Flags with maps. Most flags are symbols. A few go further. They draw geography itself. Cyprus is the most famous. The only UN member with its landmass on its flag. Golden copper outline of the island, olive branches below, meant to show unity between Greek and Turkish Cypriots. But reality is divided. The island split since 1974. Kosovo followed, declared independence in 2008. Its flag shows a gold map of Kosovo under 6 stars. Each star stands for one ethnic group: Albanians, Serbs, Turks, Gorani, Roma, Bosniaks. Unity dreamed, if not always achieved. Belize has one of the busiest designs. A coat of arms with workers, tools, trees, and a shield. The map itself isn't drawn, but the imagery screams geography. Mahogany, the timber that built its economy. And a blue and red border added later, representing political parties. Only a handful of countries dare to place geography directly on cloth. Because maps are risky, borders change, conflicts redraw them. A flag with a map can become outdated overnight. That's why Cyprus and Kosovo are rare. Flags that carry land itself. Flags where geography is destiny. Flags with unique shapes. Most flags are rectangles. Boring, predictable, safe. But some nations decided, why follow the rules? Nepal leads the rebellion. Its flag is the only national flag that isn't quadrilateral. 2 crimson triangles stacked, edged in blue. Inside, a white moon and a sun. The design is ancient, traced to Hindu and Buddhist symbolism. The sun for permanence, the moon for cool peace. Together, eternity. The flag once had human faces inside the moon and sun. In 1962, they were simplified. Modernity won, but the spirit remained. Today, Nepal's flag is a geometry lesson flying high, the only one of its kind. Switzerland breaks the rectangle differently. It's a square, a red field with a bold white cross. Why square? Tradition. Swiss soldiers carried square banners in the Middle Ages, and the country kept it. So did the Vatican, another square. Gold and white with crossed keys of Saint Peter and the papal tiara. It's one of the smallest, yet one of the richest symbols of faith. Unique shapes are rare because they complicate things. Rectangles are easy to sew, easy to fly, easy to print. Squares and triangles, harder to standardize. But for these nations, uniqueness mattered more than convenience. Flags with unusual symbols. Most flags use colors, stripes, stars, or crosses. But some dare to go stranger. Take Mozambique. It's the only national flag that openly displays a modern weapon. An AK-47 crossed with a hoe layered over a book. It screams struggle, labor, and education. Guns and knowledge, freedom and survival. Bhutan is just as striking. A dragon spreads across orange and yellow fields. The druk, or thunder dragon, claws jewels symbolizing prosperity. Its white color, purity. Few flags feel so alive. Uganda waves with a bird. The gray-crowned crane, chosen because it's gentle, elegant, and resilient. During colonial times, soldiers marched with it. Now it leads the flag. Belize, two human figures, a lumberjack with an axe, another with a saw. It's the only flag that features human beings so prominently. Complex, busy, unique. And then there's Saudi Arabia, not unusual for color, unusual for law. Its Shahada text, the Islamic declaration of faith, makes it sacred. It's never printed on items that could be disrespected. Never lowered, never half-masted. Other flags bow, this one doesn't. Unusual symbols make these flags unforgettable. Because they refuse to be abstract, they show what their nations live by. Weapons, dragons, birds, faith. Historical/legacy flags still in use. Some flags are young, others are ancient survivors. The oldest still flying? Denmark's Dannebrog. Legend says it fell from the sky during a battle in 1219. Historians say, earliest record, 14th century. Either way, it's the senior flag of Europe. Austria follows close. Red, white, red. Legend. A duke fought so fiercely in the 12th century that his white tunic was drenched in blood. Only the belt left a white stripe. The colors became a banner. Japan's Hinomaru, the red circle on white, also has deep roots. The sun symbol was used centuries before it became official in 1870. It's less about modern politics, more about Shinto and imperial tradition. Some legacy flags survived empires. Ethiopia's green, yellow, and red have flown in different forms since the late 19th century. While colonizers carved up Africa, Ethiopia stood free. Its flag became a global symbol of resistance. Other countries carry the past inside their flags. The UK's Union Jack still carries Ireland's Saint Patrick's Saltire, even though most of Ireland left in 1922. A historic echo stitched permanently. These flags are more than symbols. They're living fossils. Cloth that remembers centuries. Maritime and non-national flags. Not all flags belong to nations. Some rule the seas, some rule organizations. The red ensign, the blue ensign. British maritime flags that spread across the oceans during empire. To this day, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, and others fly them as official flags. Legacy of sails and gunpowder. The pirate flag, the Jolly Roger, skull and crossbones. Not national, but feared worldwide. In the 18th century, it was psychological warfare. One glimpse of black sails and ships surrendered. The European Union flies 12 golden stars in a circle on blue. 12 doesn't stand for members. It stands for perfection, unity, completeness. Even when the EU expanded past 12, the stars stayed. The United Nations flies a world map ringed with olive branches. Peace on earth as fabric, unusual for being neutral. Not one nation, but all. Maritime and non-national flags remind us flags aren't always tied to territory. They can represent seas, movements, or dreams bigger than borders. Solid color flags and near monochromes. Once upon a time, flags weren't patterned. They were just color, pure, bold, absolute. In the Middle Ages, a plain red flag meant war. No quarter given, no surrender accepted. Blood on cloth, a plain white flag meant the opposite, surrender, truce. It survives today, the only flag everyone on Earth instantly understands. Solid flags ruled for centuries. Libya under Gaddafi flew a pure green flag from 1977 to 2011. No symbols, no stripes, just green. It was the only national flag in history that was a single solid color. But why green? It was Gaddafi's color of Islam, revolution, and his green book. It made Libya instantly recognizable and instantly isolated. Other countries have flirted with minimalism. Poland's red and white is simple. Monaco and Indonesia, nearly identical, just red over white. But none dared go full monochrome like Libya. Solid flags are rare today, but they whisper of an older time when identity didn't need complex symbols. Just one color, one meaning, one statement. Flags are more than fabric. They're codes, stories stitched into rectangles, or sometimes squares, triangles, or plain blocks of color. Every nation, every movement, every belief finds its way into cloth. And once raised, these designs become immortal. With this, we come to the end of our video. Thanks for watching.